Okay, section 2.5, if-then statements and deductive reasoning. So we're going to use if-then statements. We might have to create them if the word if and then is not already there. So first off, an if-then statement has two parts. Naturally, it has the if part, and we call that the hypothesis. And then we have the then part, which is the conclusion. And the hypothesis and the conclusion do not include the words if and then. So let's look at following sentence. It says, if the team wins the semifinal, then the team will play in the championship. So the words, the team wins the semifinal, is the hypothesis because it's after the word if. And the words, the team will play in the championship, is the conclusion because it's after the word then. So we're going to identify the hypothesis and the conclusion of an if-then statement. I'm going to single underline the hypothesis and double underline the conclusion. So the hypotheses are the words after the word if. So it would be I pass. The driving test is the hypothesis. And I will get my driver's license is the conclusion. So that's relatively easy because the words if and then are already there. But what if they're not already there? Then we might have to add some extra words so that it makes sense and we include then the if and the then. So it says every game on my computer is fun to play. So every game on my computer has to be part of the hypothesis. So if a game is on my computer, then it is fun to play. The next one, I will buy the CD if it costs less than $15. There's the word if already. So that is my hypothesis. So I'm going to write if, and instead of using the word it, I'm just going to substitute the CD in for that. If the CD costs less than $15, then I will buy it. Then that is when you can use your pronouns, but not at the beginning of a sentence. So you have two to try. So I would pause the video, try them, see if you can write the if then. Again, yours might not be exactly like mine if you have to add in words. And then you want to also make sure that you underline the hypothesis and double underline the conclusion. So pause the video, takes a few minutes, and then push play and you'll see the results. So you should have something that sounds like if a teacher works at East High School, then they have taught for at least 5 years. A teacher works at East High School is the hypothesis. They have taught for at least 5 years is the conclusion. The second one, you can see the if is already there, so you want to make sure that you move that to the front. So if an angles measure, replace the word it with the word an angles or words, is 170 degrees, then it is obtuse. Hypothesis, an angles measure is 170. Conclusion, it is obtuse. So how do you identify the hypothesis in an if-then statement? Well, when a statement is written in the if-then form. The phrase following the word if is the hypothesis. Okay, so you need to complete the assignments that go with this lesson and the lesson quiz.